So another cool tool that you can use that is digitally based and internet based is called Crocodoc. There are two Crocodocs that you can use, Crocodoc Personal or Crocodoc Developer. The one that I think teachers are using is Crocodoc Personal. Crocodoc is a little bit different than Digo. Digo is good to grab any articles that are actually found on the internet. Digo is good for doing research, journal-based research, internet-based research, any sort of electronic research that you'll find on the internet. So you can just grab stuff off the internet, put it into Digo, mark it up in Digo. For Crocodoc, you're actually going to be uploading documents from your computer into Crocodoc so that students can annotate and comment into the documents. And they can do that individually, they can do it as a group, they can do it as whole class. They can do crowdsourced reading. Crowdsourcing is sort of this new term that was developed in 2006 about collaborative work. I did show you the example of the inheritance of lost passages previously, as I hopefully said in the professional development course. This is a book that I read for my book club. It was an amazing text. We don't have the book at the school, but in Kindle you can highlight passages and you can send them to yourself via Twitter or Facebook. And so I tweeted myself some passages. And in that way, I was able to capture those passages digitally, get them into my computer, and then upload them into Crocodoc so that I could use them if I wanted to teach my kids how to analyze passages that they hadn't seen before for the AP test. So in Crocodoc, it's very easy to do the account. You just sign up and it's free. Once you're here, this is the page that you'll look at, and it'll ask you to add a document. What you're going to want to do, though, is create a new folder, because that's how you're actually going to share your document with all your kids. So I've created a folder called APIB, and then you just go add a document, and then of course all your documents will show up. Now I use a Mac at home, so if you're on your work computer, this screen will look a little bit differently. Now I also store most of my documents in a Dropbox. I currently use a MacBook Air, so I don't even have a hard drive in my computer anymore. So I just pull things right out of my Dropbox. And I'm going to go ahead, we're going to be working on Robert Frost. But if you're teaching science, instead of running all those copies off for science, you could have kids doing their science homework in Crocodoc. You could have them doing all of this work digitally in Crocodoc. Of course, you could have them doing that in Google Docs as well. So I'm going to find my Robert Frost folder, and I've already uploaded after apple picking, so I'm going to go ahead and upload birches. And so I'm going to do this, and it's uploading it. And that just takes a minute. So then I want to move that into my APIB folder, because you can see the little guy there. That means it's shared. So they're both there. When I did my sharing privileges on the APIB, you see, you click on that little arrow. It says Edit Sharing Settings. And it gives me this link. Thank you. That's the word. And it says I can add comments and markups, and then I can upload new documents. Now I'm just going to copy and paste that link. So I go Command C. I'm going to close this. Now I'm going to show you one of the ways that I do, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you can email all of your students. You do this when you share documents as well with Google Drive, but you just go OVHSATAYLOR02. You see, that's my entire 0 period 2 class. I can do that again for my period, whoops. And there's my period 4 and my period 6. So this means that all of my students will receive this link. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the link, and I'll copy the link there, but I want them to see a different text. So text to display, and I'm going to put Robert Frost Birches. Okay. And I'm just going to send it off to them. Send. So the kids will get that when they come back from winter break. They will see that in their email boxes. You know, I'll go ahead and I'll send it to me so you can see what that looks like. I'll give myself the link. Real quick here. In fact, it should have come to me automatically. I don't know why it didn't. Here we go. There it is. And so here it is. And when the kids click on the link, it will take them directly to Crocodoc and to the folder. So when they click on it, there it is. So once they're in Crocodoc, they can then do whatever you want them to do to the document. Now, you have to remember, if you have 37 kids in the class, then 37 kids are going to be doing to the document whatever you want them to do to the document. So I would probably organize it a little bit differently in my documents. I might perhaps have 5 or 6 different poems in here, and you know, send them all out to the kids and give 5 kids birches and 6 kids after apple picking and 4 kids a different one. Or I might do birches 1, birches 2, birches 3, birches 4. Organize it a little bit differently. Or I might just say, hey, let's crowdsource the whole thing and have 37 kids do it, and tell them, or give one group, tell one group you're looking for imagery, another group are looking for the big themes, tell another group to identify where the shifts are, right? And so divide the kids into groups, give each group a purpose for the text. And then you'll notice with the highlighter, again, you have 4 different highlighting tools. They can, once they highlight, so let's say I highlight here, like, whoa, hello. But I can comment to this right there, or I can double click on the highlight. Of course, it's not working. And I want to point comment right here, and then I can type in whatever I want. You'll notice whoever is highlighting there, their name will show up. You probably want your kids to sign up for an account as well. I know that the ERWC teachers are using Crocodocs extensively, and having their kids upload Crocodoc directly into Canvas, because Crocodoc is the vehicle that Canvas uses to upload the Word documents into Canvas. Now, when you go to share, kids can copy. There's two ways in Canvas. When you create your assignment, you can have kids upload their files online, which I do because I'm a paperless classroom. So all students upload their papers into Canvas. So all of our files are online uploads. So kids would just copy and paste this link into Canvas, or they could download it. They could download the marked up, download the marked up PDF to show their marked up copy. Another thing you could have kids do too is you could email, once you've emailed the poem to the kids and they have it, and they have created their own Crocodoc account. So have kids create their own personal Crocodoc account, and then they could upload the poem themselves into their own personal Crocodoc folder, so that it's not a crowdsourcing document. See, this is different. So this is not, you wouldn't be sharing this. You would just be going to your drive and sharing the poem from your drive. And then have the kids upload the poem into Crocodoc and individually using Crocodoc to annotate the poem that way. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But this is another way that you can use Crocodoc, or a tool, online tool for annotations, highlighting, commenting, without having to use the copy machine, and then also having it submitted to Canvas so you can avoid those copy costs. Okay, so that's that.